Hello, welcome to my little room. My name is Youri, and in this little video I will be answering some questions about me. So that's gonna be fun.
What's your name?
My full name is Youri Hoek. It's a Dutch name. Hoek stands for corner or angle. Yeah, it's like... Sure. Yeah, so the second question.
What's your online name and where does it come from?
Well, I think my Niels name is obvious. It's the same as my actual name, so it speaks for itself. Online, I'm usually recognized by the name Joris, which is pretty much how I would imagine my name in Latin. Just because, Latin is cool. To go to the next question.
What's your profession?
3D environment art is what I'm mostly specialized in, but profession-wise, I can be very general in 3D modeling skills. I currently work a lot in Maya, Photoshop, Substance, and Unreal Engine.
What is your ultimate goal?
So I already own a company, but that's just for freelance and investment purposes. A big goal for me is to one day end up in a high position within a AAA studio. But one of my ultimate goals would be to found or own a large game studio with a globally popular MMORPG. I used to play a lot of RPGs. I would also love to one day make a 3D environment used in a film. And another one would be to travel around the world while doing freelance work. So it's a very diverse list, but I think that's what keeps the mind fresh.
What is it that you're most proud of?
Honestly, I have quite a few things I'm proud of, so it's really hard to choose only one. I've been working a lot together with Roblox for the past years, and that's been a blast. I currently do marketing contractor work for them, making 3D renders used for social media, promotions, press, and my favorite one out of all of those, toy backgrounds for toys that are sold in stores across the whole world. I designed the characters for a class team-based first-person shooter on the Roblox platform, which is called Q Clash. And we eventually got toys published for those as well, which was super cool, as I was the person who got to design both the toys and also the packing for this one. Yeah, I also won an internship. I won the internship category for the Rookie Awards 2019 out of hundreds of other participants, which were all really good people. When I saw the other submissions, I was like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't fit in. These people are way too good. But somehow I got the internship, which was at Ninja Theory in Cambridge, which was a really, really cool experience. It went by really fast.
What would you still like to learn?
A lot. It's one of the main things that keeps me going, learning new things. And the industry I am in is very dependent on technology. And technology is something that changes all the time, quite fast as well. So yeah, it's super exciting stuff as the limits keep on getting higher, allowing more space to express your creativity. But at the moment, I really want to learn Houdini because it's a one-of-a-kind in procedural generation. There's just nothing like it. So as soon as I have more free time, I'll probably dive into that.
What is your oldest memory?
Well, first of all, my brain is extremely bad in remembering this kind of stuff. My childhood memories are like, yeah, we're here, but we're hiding somewhere in your head. So yeah, they are there, but they usually just come around or get triggered as random thoughts, especially when I want to sleep. At the moment, I'm remembering me spending the whole summer with childhood friends, building tree huts and playing hide and seek around the neighborhood I used to live in. I do remember how quick those days went by. They actually flew by, and how it feels like we stayed up doing this stuff till midnight every single day. But yeah, that's a pretty ridiculous thought, considering we probably had to go to bed at like 8 p.m. Yeah, so I still speak to some of those friends, but I don't really see most of them anymore, which is quite a shame actually. That's probably how life works.
If you had a vacation of 3 whole months, what would you spend it on?
So when I have a vacation, I usually just use it to do more work because I love the things that I do, and I often feel like I'm wasting time doing other things. But that kind of depends on what those things are. But yeah, aside from work, I also love to travel, and especially because of the pandemic, I'm looking forward to see more of the world again, which will hopefully be very soon. A road trip through Europe and the USA is definitely on my bucket list, so that would be something I would consider if I ever got the chance to take a 3-month holiday. It's a long time. The next question.
Which piece of art was the hardest you ever had to make?
That's a pretty great question and a hard one as well. I don't think hardest would be the right word, but my latest portfolio piece, After the End, which is a post-apocalyptic subway station, would probably be the most challenging portfolio piece that I've worked on to this day. It was my first actual piece where I focused on environmental storytelling. It most importantly made me realize every object in a scene has a history, or should I say, a story of its own. Aside from that, I also struggled a lot with getting the lighting right. It took me quite a few tutorials, iterations, and time till I was happy with it, which ultimately made for a very good technical learning experience. And last but not least, it was also the first piece where I paid attention to cinematic rendering for the presentation of it.
Which personality feature are you most proud of?
It would probably be the will to achieve my goals. I used to be very insecure. I just followed the herd, just to blend in. But for the last few years, I've been very independent in making my decisions, and I think they made me the person that I am today. There have been a lot of people who didn't know me well, telling me things I should have done differently, but I always kept doing my own thing. So yeah, that brought me to places I would otherwise never see, and it made me meet people I would otherwise never have met. But don't get me wrong though, I do listen to feedback. It's not like I ignore all feedback. I just consider feedback a different thing.
If you could ask a question to your future self, what question would it be?
So I sacrificed quite some potential job offers and opportunities to finish my study. So I would probably ask myself, what's the art degree worth it? And that's all the questions. I hope they were meaningful. I hope you got to know me a little better. I also have a portfolio website, which is just myname.com, so yourihoek.com, and then you'll see my work if you're interested in that. I hope you enjoy the rest of the experience, the stuff we built here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya!